Welcome everyone to Krishiv Talks. Another week, another episode, another special guest. Today's guest is Diego Garcia. He's very special because we communicate in two languages, English and Spanish. So we are bilingual friends. We met through Zoom, we met through networking, and here we are with another powerful and insightful session full of knowledge, experience, which is wisdom from Diego. Welcome, Diego.
Hi, Krishiv. How you doing? Thank you for having me here.
Th- Thank you so much for accepting this opportunity. And let's begin with the session real quick. Um, by the way, let me give a short intro about Diego. So, Diego specializes in mindset, performance coaching, and leadership, which is why we will start the session by asking Diego, how can we build real self-confidence without faking it, according to you?
Well, Krishiv, it's really important that if we really want to build self-confidence, we have a structure in place. We need to repeatedly do things that is going to help us with that confidence. If we have a structure, we have discipline, and if we do things over and over and over, we got it. We have that confidence there. It's just a matter of time and make sure that you are consistent.
Exactly. And I think consistency in the long term is what leads to real confidence rather than short bursts of energy. It's all about sustaining in the long
That's
run. Even if it's small but consistent in the long term, it will give more confidence than if it's a burst of energy in the short term.
And I would like to add something to that, Chrissy. Attitude. What attitude are you having? You need to have
Yeah,
good attitude.
yeah.
It's all about that. How you confronting and how you facing these challenges if you have bad attitude. You need that
Attitude
good
is
attitude to have
necessary.
confidence.
Attitude is super necessary. Connecting with this, how do you think we balance ambition with burnout?
Well, we have to have structure in place again. You have certain things, yeah, you want to set those goals. You make sure you have timing for all these kind of things. I have a goal. I have an ambition. I want to accomplish it. Well, consistency will make you do that. How you're not going to burn out? Because you give time to yourself. In between those hours in working throughout the week, you need to give yourself time for you to spend time with your spouse, to spend time with your dog, doing things that is going to recharge you. That's going to, not burn you out.
I think this is very relevant, especially for me because it's a Sunday and I am supposed to rest. I'm supposed to engage in recreational and leisure activities. But I kind of found myself a little lost because for the past 6 months, I was just all the time working, that now I will actually have to learn how to let go and how to relax, how to rest. So this is, I think, a very special message for me personally. Thank you so much. Uh, Diego, for someone starting out or pivoting careers, what would be the first inner work you suggest?
They need to identify what they want to do. What exactly do you want to do? You can have all these thoughts and thinking that you can do all of them. You need to start with one. You need to ground one, put it in paper, have systems for this. How am I going to do it? That's how you pivot. That's how you strategize. You create solutions. You implement these solutions. You implement these systems. So they got to work on themselves, catching this dream, catching this ambition, strategizing. And then from there, you put systems in place. That's how you will do it. And that's what you need to be doing first.
When you say put systems in place, you mean to say manage the time in such a way that there is enough time for every single aspect.
Exactly. And focus. You need to be focused. You need to be really focused.
So you mean to say that when we are working, we need to be super focused. When we are doing leisure, we need to be super focused only on the leisure. One
That is,
thing and focus at that thing.
and that's
It
it.
should not be that you're on a Sunday, you're at the beach, but you're thinking about your Monday morning. Like, many people on a Sunday, they realize, oh, tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow I need to do this. And if I don't accomplish this, then I will have to move this for Tuesday. And
And
by the time Sunday has come to an end, they are not refreshed because they spent the whole Sunday thinking about the Monday, so they could not fully refresh.
exactly, Krishiv. There's no systems. There's no consistency. There's nothing. There's not a plan in place. They need to have a plan in place. You need to live the moment.
Totally
You cannot live in the future. You cannot live in the past. You need to live the moment and live now and create, have decisions, make the decision now. What am I gonna do tomorrow? That's you already have something in place. When you have something in place, you don't have to worry about tomorrow. Because when you wake up, you already have a system in place.
correct.
You need to be really disciplined. Discipline.
Correct. On that note, share one powerful mindset habit that people can start today, now.
One powerful mindset.
Habit.
Yes, I think brain dump every day for 30 minutes, either at the beginning or at the end of the day. You need to get all those bad thoughts. Go them. That's a good habit. That's gonna help you not being in your mind so much.
You mean to say write them, journal them,
Write
or
them, dump them, put them on a paper. Make sure you don't have any bad thoughts. You put them on a paper. Make sure that you have that habit. Make sure you put
and
them on a
then
paper.
what to to get rid of that paper or retain that? Say,
No,
for
no,
example, if I write something,
hmm
should I just tear it off and throw it, or should I
no,
keep it?
no. What you do is you look into this paper and you need to understand what is really important. What is it that you need to put in your calendar in your schedule right away? What needs to have importance? What can be delegated? We have to have sense of urgency in this matter. I can delegate this, those kind of things. You need to make sure that what you're writing on this paper, what is important, what is somehow important, what really doesn't matter. Recycling your thoughts is going to make sure it's going to take you to success. If you don't live in your mind and you live in the now, you have a structure and systems, it's going to create freedom. Make a good habit of that. Make sure you always put in systems.
Correct. So
Yes,
basically, write them down, but do not tear them off and throw it. Keep it.
keep them
Yes,
when it's time, when it's time that because you cannot just write them down. And no, you have to have the system. So if I'm doing something, I cannot distract myself. You can put them on a paper and write them. When you have time, you go over them, but you cannot distract yourself. That's why it's
correct.
so important to be focused on what you are doing. Do not
Especially,
distract yourself.
especially in today's day and age where there is more than enough distractions, and we know
Mhm.
what we are talking about.
Exactly. Exactly. Make sure you turn off notifications off. Make sure you put your phone in the other room because you need to be focused on your SOPs. You need to be focused on your calls, making sure that you reaching out to, make sure that you have undivided attention to things that you are doing. It's really important.
On that note, I am going to challenge you to keep your phone with you, but only to answer calls. You will get many texts, but answer calls. Because if it's really urgent, somebody will call you. That they will not text you and wait for your response. That's not how it works. And this is the challenge for you for the upcoming week. Any final thoughts, Diego?
Well, I just need to tell everybody that is seeing us that they need to be more conscious of the unconscious things that they do. They need to be more aware. Make sure that they come out of that vicious circle. Be productive. Make
Yes,
sure you work for your goals. You can do it. It's all in your head. If you think it, if there's a thought in your head about it, you can create it. Go
totally.
after your goals. Go after your dreams. Focus. That's all I have to say, Chrissy.
Stay focused, okay? Thank you so much.